So in today's video, we're going to sign up and learn how to use ChatGPT from OpenAI. So here we're going to sign up. The website is chat.openai.com. I'll leave it in the description below. We're going to hit sign up. Now you can log in either with Google or with your Microsoft account, or you can enter with an email. Now I currently already have an account, but I'm going to go ahead and just sign up with Google. You're going to have to go ahead and put in your information. Get a phone number and verify. All right, so one new thing that they have just changed in ChatGPT as of April is that they actually allow you to turn off their ability, ChatGPT's ability, to use whatever you have as training data. So by doing that, or how to do that, is you go down here into your settings, and under data controls, you go to show, and chat history and data, you turn this off. Now, one of the things that you lose by doing this is having your ability to save your chat history. So if you wanted to be able to save your chat history, you need to enable training. So if that's something that concerns you, go ahead and export your training data. So you can export your data here to have it all locally stored. But if that's not something that bothers you and you are okay with ChatGPT storing your data, I'm okay with ChatGPT storing my data. So on my actual account where I have ChatGPT Plus, I leave this on and all my training data or all of my chats are saved. I normally use the dark version because my eyes are bad. So I'm going to go ahead and go to dark version. Remember, ChatGPT only has data from September 2021 and before. Now you might ask, what good is it? You can ask questions like, what are the pros and cons of owning a dog? And it can make a list of pros and cons of owning a dog. And it's relatively fast. As you can see, these are pros and cons. And you can go ahead and generate a blog post, or you can agree or disagree. You can make tons of content based on the content that ChatGPT produces. Additionally, with this list, you can expand. Let's say you are now saying, what about owning a dog in the city? Now it knows that you are asking for pros and cons lists, and now it's going to list the pros and cons of owning a dog in a city. See, so ChatGPT is very smart. But what if you want to learn more things? What if you want to go in depth? What if you wanted to create an action plan for you? It can do that as well. And let's find out what I mean. What if you want to actually buy a pet? Steps to take before buying a pet. It knew that those are some things we should consider. And here's something that many people should do, I think, when talking to ChatGPT. And that's build you an actionable list. So let's figure out if we can find a way to make ChatGPT make us take some kind of action. So here we go. After we buy the dog, here are things we need to do. Schedule veterinary appointments, establish a routine, socialize our dog, provide ongoing trainings, ensure your home is safe, purchase necessary supplies. So with this, it gives you the research, the planning, and the implementation, which is something that Google and a lot of other search-based research in the past wouldn't give you the ability to do. It can't test it for you. ChatGPT won't be able to actually raise the dog for you. But for the time being, this is how you can use ChatGPT to implement or do planning. But that's not what prompt engineering is yet. Prompt engineering would be something like this. So now we get even more concise as far as what kind of dog, what my needs are, where I live, what kind of diet I want for the dog, how the routine is going to look. So now it gets really specific for the kind of dog you want. This is something that Google is unable to do because Google gives you information. Now we're getting an actual plan. It tells me where I can go. Alawai Dog Park, Kaka'ako Waterfront Park, Magic Island Beach Park, and as someone who's lived in Hawaii in the past, these are all viable places to take a dog. So this is actual applicable research as far as going to get advice. But when it comes to prompt engineering, it can get complicated, and I'm going to go through a prompt that you can actually give it to help you become a better engineer and also help you get into the thinking process of what ChatGPT does as far as when it's thinking for you. So I'm going to start a new chat and enter this prompt here, and I'll leave this prompt in the description below. You can go ahead and copy it. Basically, I want ChatGPT to become a prompt creator, and the goal is to help me, the user, create a prompt that is to be used by ChatGPT, and it's going to create a new revised prompt and give me suggestions as well as feedback for me to consider when crafting a new prompt to give it, so that by the end of the exercise I will get the best prompt for whatever it is I'm trying to get from ChatGPT. And this is what it's going to look like. So here it is. What should the prompt be about? So now it's going to say, okay, what do I want this prompt to be? So what information do I want from ChatGPT? So I'm not asking it for the information, I'm asking it for a prompt. What does that mean? So instead of asking what kind of dog should I buy, it's not going to give me the kind of dog I should buy, but it's going to ask me to be more specific. Remember how I had that last question about all those different things, about the diet, about the routine, about the kind of dog, about the hyperallergenic, right? So now, what kind of lifestyle do you like? Do I live in an apartment, a house? What are my priorities about owning a dog? So now it's gonna give me a more specified prompt to put into it to ask it a more specific question so that I get a better response like I did at the end of the last exercise. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video on how to install and use ChatGPT. This is just a starter video to get your feet wet and how to better engineer your prompts. If you want to learn 10 productivity hacks on how I use ChatGPT in both my side hustle and in daily life, you can check out this video right here. If you have any suggestions on more videos you want to see on how I use AI, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.